this is the third video I talking about factor formula, right? And this video I want to convert the following as the sum or difference of sine and cosine, right? So means that this is a product form. In the previous video is the addition form. You want to convert become product form. So now it's from product form, you want to convert become addition form. So but this is the 4 given formula, right? 4 given factor formula. So as you know that each factor formula you can convert into another form, right? So if you want, okay, I remind again, if you want to convert the something addition or subtraction into a product form, this will be the formula, right? This will be the formula, be a suitable form. So if you want to convert a product form into an addition form, so I will recommend you to using the need to modify the formula. As you know that alpha plus beta is A, and you know that alpha minus beta is B, right? So means I want to convert the A and B become alpha beta. So as you know that the alpha will be A plus B over 2, and your beta will be A minus B over 2, right? So that's our duty. We need to convert such that it's easier for us when we want to convert something become an addition form and a subtracting form. So for example, we look at this one, which depend on, you have cos, you have sine here, right? Cos sine. So and this angle is bigger than this angle. So then you need to modify. So I try to modify these two angles because these two formulas you have cos sine, you have sine cos, right? So I modify this one, the A to be alpha plus beta, alpha plus beta plus with cos alpha minus beta, and easily sine cos. This whole thing A plus B over 2 can replace with alpha, and this one with beta, and this also the same. So this is the formula that I'm going to use when we want to convert something into a addition form or a difference of sine and cos, okay, not cosine. So this one also the sine alpha plus beta minus with sine alpha minus beta is 2 cos sine. A plus B over 2 is alpha, and this is your beta. So now, okay, I rewrite these two first. So then you see how I solve this, how I convert, right? This is a product cos sine, right? Why I choosing these two formula? Because if you see that there is a product here which is sine cos sine, right? Then this is cos sine sine. So I'm not going to choose this one. So I think I will choosing this one because as I know that this angle will be larger than this, because this is, you have plus, right? You have minus, so the angle here will be larger. So I will using this formula for now. This one, suitable, right? A suitable one. So, okay, let's see. You have 16. This one will be your alpha now. Your alpha. So if you compare with this formula, this one you compare with the cos multiplied with sine. So you compare with cos alpha and cos beta here, right? Compare. So means from here you know that this is your alpha, this will be your alpha, and this will be your beta, right? Your beta. So okay, I rewrite here. So I know that by following this formula, I know that 2, I just added a 2 cos alpha. Your alpha is 16 theta. I follow the formula, right? There are no 2 here, so I adding a 2 here to fit the formula. Cos 16 theta sine 10 theta is equals to, let's say I replace the alpha. I using this formula, 2, 16, and this will be 10. Of course, here will be 16 plus 10, right? Alpha plus beta. So alpha is 16, beta is 10. So you have 16 sine 16 theta plus 10 theta, followed by minus with sine 16 theta minus beta minus 10 theta. So I think you have already convert this thing into the 2 cos 16 theta sine 10 theta into sine 16 plus 10, 26 theta, right? 26 theta minus with sine 16 minus 10 theta, you have 6 theta, right? You see, product form become subtracting or addition form. So because of the question that you have here is don't have the 2 here, there are no 2 here, so you're going to divide both sides by 2, right? So means it's divided by 2. Alright, so or I can say that this is the half of sine 26 theta minus sine 6 theta, right? So this is the way I convert a product form become a subtracting form or difference or sum of sine and cos, right? So never mind, let's look at, let's not understand, let's look at example 2, 3 and 4. You can try before you look at my solution. Alright, let's look at question 2. You have sine A, sine 4A, product form, hasil darab. Change becomes sum or difference. Become you want the plus or minus. I don't want product form. So which formula to use? You see there is a sine, right? So you searching here, go to this factor formula that given, then you look at here. For this one is sine cos, cos sine. So not these 2 formula, but cos cos, not this formula. Sine sine, yes. I think it's related to this formula. This is how I am solving this question. Sine sine, okay, I have sine sine here. So I focus on this formula here. Alright, so I rewrite this cos, the A as P plus Q. Alpha plus beta. As you know that A is alpha plus beta and cos alpha minus beta. So it's negative 2 of sine and sine. So A plus B over 2 will be alpha and this will be beta. So I'm going to use this formula after I modify this, because this one is easier to use if you want to convert from product become addition. So you see that alpha beta, right? So sine sine alpha beta. So from here you see that sine A sine 4A, right? So I have sine A sine 4A. So usually I will asking my student to arrange such that the bigger angle will be in front here. So sine 4A means I switch these 2 position, sine A. It's okay if you don't want to switch, right? But you need to use another formula. So I encourage you to put sine 4A here and sine A here, alright? So 4A, so sine sine. So now this is my target. I want to convert this become addition form or subtraction form. So in this case, sine sine. So there is a negative 2 here, right? Okay, never mind, we're just using the formula. We just write the formula cos alpha plus beta minus with cos alpha minus beta is negative 2 sine alpha sine beta, right? We follow exactly what they want. So you have sine 4A sine A, right? So this will be your alpha and this will be your beta. This is what I know, right? So the negative 2 here, we just leave it. So we just write the formula and we put it inside here, sine. So what is your alpha? Alpha is 4A, right? Alpha is 4A. So you put 4A. And beta is A. So you put A. Of course, if you put the alpha and beta here as 4A and sine A, of course the alpha beta here also you have to replace with 4A and A. So alpha is 4A plus beta is A minus with cos 4A minus A, right? So you write, you have cos 5A, right? Cos 5A minus cos 4A minus A, you have 3A, right? Then you can see there is a subtracting form, difference. So which is negative 2 sine 4A sine A. But what you want is sine A sine 4A, right? Sine A sine 4A, which is the same as sine 4A sine A. So you bring this over here, then you are getting, then you will know that therefore your sine A sine 4A, right, is equal to negative 2. So become negative half here of everything here. So you have cos 5A minus with cos 3a. So you have convert a product form of 2 sine into the subtracting the difference of 2 cosine. So this is the usage of the formula here. So I have another 2 examples, but I not really hope that you view all the video from 1 up to 4, but you stop and you trying question 3 and 4 before you're looking at my solution. Alright, let's continue. So this will be a product of cos, right? Cos multiply cos. So this alpha and this one will be your beta, cos. So which formula related to cos? This one is sine cos, cosine, cos. Right? Immediately you know that you want to convert something become a product form into addition form. Immediately you convert this formula, the A will become alpha plus beta. So you have to memorize, there's no choice. Either you memorize or you derive the formula, right? So alpha minus beta, so you will have 2 cos. This one will be alpha and this one will be your beta, right? So this formula I'm going to use to convert. So how? I rewrite the formula here, cos alpha plus beta minus with cos alpha minus beta is the same as 2 cos alpha cos beta, right? So then you look at here, don't bother, you don't care what is the number here, you don't care what is the number here, you just look at the angle here, right? The alpha is 3 theta, just plug into the formula, that's all. So you plug in, later only you think about how to modify, right? So alpha will be 3 theta, okay. Beta will be 2 theta, okay. So then alpha plus beta, 3 plus 2, so cos 3 theta plus 2 theta, alpha is this one, right? So minus with cos 3 theta minus 2 theta. So you will produce cos 5 theta minus with cos 3 theta, you have cos theta, then you will have 2 cos 3 theta cos 2 theta, right? You have finally convert a product form into a subtract difference of 2 cosine, or then you see that, but the question want a 4 here, right? They want a 4, they not want a 2 here. So very simple, right? You just multiply 2 both sides, isn't it? So you multiply 2, you have 4, right? You have 4 cos 3 theta cos 2 theta. You multiply 2, then also here you will multiply 2. So become 2 cos 5 theta, put a bracket for everything, minus cos theta. So you multiply, then this whole thing you have convert become 2 cos 5 theta minus with cos theta, right? As easy as that. You have already converted it into a subtracting form. Okay, let's look at the last one. Alright, let's look at the final question. So you have sine multiplied with cos, where the angle of the sine is bigger than this one, right? So I already think there is a 2 formula that have sine cos, right? You have sine cos, cos sine, it's the same thing, but because of the angle here is bigger, so I was choosing the first one, right? The first one, because sine cos A plus B, plus means bigger, right? So I was choosing this formula, sine alpha cos beta. So I just write out the formula. The technique for this one, you just write out the formula. So first you have to, I refinalize for you. First you have to know how to use this one. This formula is given, alright? If not given, you have to derive. So then you must know how to convert it into another form, right? Alpha plus beta. So then you're using this formula. Just directly write this formula here. You have sine alpha plus beta plus with cos alpha minus beta, right? Which is equals to 2 sine alpha cos beta. Okay, so now then we look at this sine cos. So this is your alpha and this is your beta, right? So then here is 2. You are very lucky, right? Here is already 2 here. So we have 2 sine alpha 8 theta cos 4 theta. So alpha is 8, beta is 4. Alpha is 8, beta is 4. So it's sine 8 theta plus with 4 theta plus with cos 8 theta minus with 4 theta. Alright, then you have know that sine 8 plus 4, 12 theta plus with cos 8 minus 4. You will have, sorry, the formula here is supposed to be sine. I rewrite wrong again. So sine b, so here will be sine, right? Sine. So here also, this one will be sine, and this one also will be sine 8 theta, and this one also sine, sine. So sine 12 theta, 8 theta minus 4 theta, you have 4 theta, right? Means sine 12 theta plus with sine 4 theta is represent 2 sine 8 theta cos 4 theta. So you have already convert this into your addition form, right? Which is sine A plus sine B. So okay, I've already shown you how to using these two formula in the first video. I talking about derivation. Second formula, second video, I talk about how to using the A, B, the formula that have A, B here to convert something from addition form into product form. Now I will using the same formula, but I convert it become alpha beta form to using to convert something from product form into addition form. Alright, hope you understand.